So we're ledgering with a feeder now. I'll put a big feeder on to get lots of attraction down around it. Convinced if there's any mullet in the pool, they'll come down and have a look at that. There's a shoal of really big fish out there though that I'm interested in. You know, a lot of fish over the 4 pound mark, and bigger, much bigger than that. I've seen a fish here I estimate about 7 pound. Seagulls and ducks are making an absolute nightmare to ledger. I've also got a bait in the water, we're in with a shout. Tide will be, there's a bite. We'll be flooding any minute now. Come on. Yeah, and again. Just sit on your hands because there could be line bites. The big fish have turned up again. Oh, another little bite then. Come on. This is a little fish there. There's a bang again. I don't know if it's a line bite or what, but ooh, I was gonna hit that. Ooh, damn it. Something's found it. Oh, I can feel him plucking through the rod. Feel it on the line before you see it on the tip. Go on. Down. Come on. Ooh, yeah. Go on. Something little now. There I've got a little bass or something on the end. No, I just think knocking the feeder. Knocking the feeder but taking the bite. Well, if I can avoid hitting ducks and that kind of thing, I may be in with a chance of a good mullet now, because that's right around where they are and they're screwing around my feeder. Here's a line bite. Oh, I had that one. That was a big fish too. He had it in his mouth. Pretty much must have struck it out. Bite there. Should have waited for it to tear off. I don't seem perturbed by that feeder. There's a quick little video showing you my adjustable Paternoster rig that I use for my mullet fishing. So we got a feeder, a cage grip feeder, which we've clipped onto a clip there at the end of the rig, and this is a Drennan grip feeder. I put liquidized bread in there, or just push some bread in and flavour it with the dynamite bait smoked salmon oil, which they seem to love. Yeah, I got a little clip swivel there, and then we've got that's in a loop at the end of a twisted boom section. So you look that up on YouTube, it's easy enough to do. And then it's tied off with a figure of 8 knot, and just above that I got a little Drennan float stop. And then up above, we'll get up to here, you see I've trapped the hook link between 2 more Drennan float stops. This is one of their quick change snap swivels, hook link swivels. So what I've done then is you pull that little bit of rubber back, let it get back into focus, and you attach your looped, so it's figure of 8 loop knot there, short hook link, which has a Drennan alkalite, size 8 I think it is I've got there, but you can get them smaller or larger. And I've put that on with like a snail knot or a hair knot, and I've just chopped the end off. You can just about see it there, where you would normally put your boilie on, like the carp anglers do. And then if we go up above, all I've got is just a little swivel there, and whatever size swivel you think is appropriate. The smaller the better, the duller the better. All these things, you know, less metal, less flash. The spooky fish, how spooky, I don't know. I've been casting this on top of their heads nearly, and they haven't spooked, and then I've hooked a fish. So this is a circle hook, this Drennan alkalite, and that helps with hooking the thing. And the whole thing is either made of 8-pound Preston Reflow sinking feeder line or 10-pound feeder line. You can up that, down that, whatever you think is appropriate for where you're fishing. But if you go too slack and there's too low and there's too many snags, you're going to have break-offs. Why have I used the same line for all of it? Well, I've tried fluorocarbon and it keeps snapping on me. So whether it's to do with these knots that I'm tying, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I will try the Drennan fly leather fluorocarbon. I've been recommended that. See what that's like. But at the minute, I'm finessing it down to about 8 pound. I don't think I'm going to go any lower than that. This stuff is being cast over rough bottoms, that kind of thing. You know, they're strong fish, powerful fish, and this seems to be working. I might try 6. We'll see. But this dull colour of this reflow sinking line seems to blend in nicely with the sort of peaty water that I'm fishing in. It wouldn't make so much of it. It might stand out more in a different coloured water, but I don't know. But this is working, especially with this short hook length for about 3-4 inches, something like that, maybe up to 5. And you can slide this up and down because of, if I can get it to focus again, if we go right down here, because of this hook link is trapped between these 2 beads, float stops even, I think they call them float stops, something similar. You can slide that up and down, so you can slide it away from the feeder, so giving them a little bit more slack, a little bit more time to hook themselves, or you can slide it nearer to the feeder or weight that you might have clipped on here, making hooking quicker. It really depends how they're feeding on day. I've sort of found it around about 10 to 12 inches away from the feeder or weight to be about right. And yes, it hooks them themselves, but it's not the be all and end all. You do not catch every fish that you get a bite from. In fact, it's quite the contrary. I was hoping it would, but it's really not. I shall try longer hook links because I believe that they might allow these circle hooks to work better, but we'll have to wait and see. It's having the time to experiment on the day, isn't it? So yeah, it's doing me well. I'm catching fish on it. Make it up yourselves as well, and don't strike any bites unless the rod tip's really going around or bouncing a lot. That would be my advice. So I hope that helps. The Constant Angler. Please like and subscribe. Actually saw that fish with it in his mouth. Oh, there you go. Into the pole. There you go there. I don't know where it is. I don't know. They're over there where my bait is. Yeah, there's a pole. Yeah, setting that pole now. No, go away. And a pull was the really. I'm starting to get fed up with seagulls and everything, so I'm probably going to move. Yeah, got one at last. Saw him flanking out there, so I figured he must be on the end. He's okay size wise. Yes, at last. He's not one of the biggest ones though. He's got that big feeder to play against. He's a decent one. Hopefully you can see this out there. You could come off this one. You go over the steps to land him. He's twisting around. He's a nice sized fish. He's a good fish actually. He's solid. He's from that shoalet big fish, so he's not small. Yeah, nice fish. Just holding and running in the tide. We'll get him up here this way. He's running now. Can you see him out there? Oh, he's fat, this fish. It could be a really good one. He's a good length and he's fat. I just want to get over this way a little so I'm able to land him when I'm ready. Where is he? Lost track of him. Got to keep an eye on him because I want him away from these moorings here. I've lost him. Lost sight of him. Where is he? Oh, he's down here at the feet. Yeah, he's not huge. He's just swimming up. He's alright though. Oh, you can see him down there. He's not that big at all. He looks huge because of the sun. He'll be bigger when we get him out. He looks emphasised now. Amazing what that sun does, but we've got one. Well, we've got one on the end. We ain't got one yet. This is where I want to get my net down. Yeah, he's not that big at all. I think he's switched with another fish. And then hopefully we can just let him swim down. Right. No, he's not having it now. Oh, he did. He swam right in the net. Oh, making my arm right. Not as big as he looked. Yeah! Oh. Had him. Lost him. And did it again. Oh. Come on. He's ready to go in the net. Got him. Yay. Ain't bad. Oh, I can't feel what's going to be like on that. Let's get it on the grass. One look. Oh. That's plump. You can see results right on the side there. Right there. Not a big fish. Didn't think it was huge, but I thought he might have been bigger than that. It's a couple of pounds. It's a mullet.
Mullet?
Yeah. Oh, he's slimy, that one. But very rare to catch that. Alright, let's release him. We've got another there. So we'll go back quickly. He's a fit fish. There he goes. Hi, it's Constant Angler. Around there you'll see I've got two feeder rods out. It's the twin tip duos I told you about that I love so much. After mullet, we're ledgering. I was going to float fish. I tried with the budget rod, but I only had a couple of bites. Not great bites either, and it was quite soft. I found it difficult trying to strike at distance because the fish are quite a way out. So I'll probably try that again another day. But I did end up chucking a ledger rod out because the tide was a bit strong, the current was a bit strong to float fish, and I caught myself a mullet of about £2 plus, something like that. So with that in mind, the tide's now flooding up above, and I'm giving it a go up above the bridge now, because those big fish, there was a shoal of really big mullet down there, have moved up through now, so I'm hoping to get one here. And as you can see, there's the rods there. So yeah, join me and hopefully you'll see me catch one here as well. That's a very small mullet and bass swimming about. A hell of a lot of very small mullet actually, they're all small mullet. That's a good sign for future years. Mullet 5 on filth, don't they? And the rivers are dirtier now. Right, I'm really keen to get a bait out because I've moved and those big mullet have come up river. So we need to get something out there. And I'm going to set up another bottom rod and I'll fish the 2. Did a video here last year, I caught my, or year before, where I had a mullet on the ledger. I haven't got my liquidized bread with me, have I? I've boobed again, but it doesn't matter. I'm catching. I'm just using the odds and ends of the bread I got, plug the feeder, and then I'm shoving, feeding my normal ground bait into it. Get the net sorted, so I'm hopeful. The fish have been obliging so far. I've had one. So yeah, I have them pre-made up with my adjustable feeder rig. Ooh, I shouldn't be doing that really, but I have. And I shows you how flexible those rods are. And all I got to do is clip a feeder on, clip a hook link on, which I'll have to get out of my box. I'm going to put the feeder on. And those big mullet are out over there, so the next one's going up that way. But I'll have them both facing down that way. Right, hook link. This is the advantage of having a hook link. That was a very short hook link I caught the fish on earlier. I just feel more comfortable here. There were people around all over the shop down there, and with the softer rod I didn't feel like I could strike hard enough, quick enough, comfortably enough to, oh, I just had a pull on that one. He pulls down, come back up again. What was that? If I was watching that properly I would have probably struck that. Anyway, so we can adapt, can't we? Desperately wanted to do a budget rod thing for you, but you know, it might happen later. We might go another spot later on and do that, where we can fish a little closer in and maybe have more of a chance of hooking a fish in close. Anyway, I've nearly got 2 rods out because they're kind of organised. Not that I'm ever organised really, to be honest. I am rubbish like that. I'm probably the most disorganised mullet angler I know. Oh, what's that snake around the bottom of the rod rest there? Right, this one is going up there where there's lots of mullet playing around, or over there even. It's mulleting close as ever. Turn the rod tip a bit, put it down in the thing, just want it tight to it, then loosen off a little. Right, this rod I'm going to wind in and bait up again because I think it's just a bit too, let's speak them, a bit too far out for my liking. I'm actually just going to bounce it up over, and the feeder's still full. Oh, I mean, you could put a sponge in there, you don't really need to feed. The feed helps, but if the sponge absorbs this liquid that I use, it'll attract the fish to your bait. So in fact what we're going to do is just squeeze some more of this liquid into the feeder itself. I'm just going to load it with it. There, good old dollop. And then this one is going to go a little closer in this time. Just out there. Yeah, that's better. Hopefully, he's going to bounce all over the shot as we hook one. But even in the wind, we'll know when we get one, because it'll just... Earlier we could see the fish going on it, so I knew I had that fish hooked, because I could see it flanking and shaking like this, and I thought it's got to be on the end. So I lifted into it just as the rod was starting to go. They're crafty fish though, they don't always just tear off. They actually try and stay in place. I've watched one further up I had, the big one I had, and it spat the bait out. It was trying to get rid of the hook. Unfortunately for it, it didn't manage it, unfortunately for me. But yeah, these pats are definitely working well. I've had enough fish on them now to know how effective they are, but they're not the be all and end all. You will get a lot of bites that you do not hook. That's just the way it is, ledgering for mullet. Right there. As we've seen already today, but hopefully it filmed well, we don't seem to care about the plop and the feeder landing right in between them, even. Casting on their heads almost, as long as they didn't smack them on their head. I don't think they were particularly fast. I think we need to do this one again, because I had struck in that. Slightly undergrowth's making things difficult. Just freshen up the baits in and out. We got circle hooks, Drennan Alkalite circle hooks, and hopefully it will film nicely, and you'll have seen the one I caught earlier that it was hooked pretty much in the scissors. This one, I'm just going to pop this down here, just out there, far enough out that the ducks and that can't get at it, not so far as to not be near the fish. Right, come on then, Mullet, I've done my bit. It's time for you to do yours now. I'm having quite a good season. I've broke my modern times PB. I had one over £4, which you saw me nick out of a little corner of the river. And I've caught quite a few fish on the ledger. I haven't float fished that much this year because it's been so windy. And some of the places I fished just demanded me to use the ledger. Been fishing a lot of skinnier, shallower water at distance away from myself. I caught a fish last week, but I filmed it all wrong. Everything was wrong. It's the wrong size, every damn thing. I was on the float further up, but yeah, again, it's a stretching over big fish, and it was only a £2 fish, and I didn't even film it well, so. Oh, yeah, got one. Yeah, one straight under. Okay, let's keep it on because I'm notorious for losing. Right, we got one. I don't think it's a huge fish, but it's a fish. We're into a mullet, yes. Oh, you're maximum point from the... not bad, I'm fun, man. Let's just keep fish on it. Quite fun. Let's keep it fast to flow. Ooh, bad. Eat small. You never know until you go in the place. Oh, he's quite a nice one, actually. Yeah, he doesn't fish, but see how he's moving around, I just gotta keep him down deeper and all that. All him coming up the surface now. Amazing. Oh no, stay down, see up on the side bank, looking at the surface. Thank you. That's how you lose it. Get down a bit, that's it, get down. Right, down a bit, get down. It's okay, we can fix it. on the float. I won this thing on the float. Right, here we go. One nice little mullet. There, he's only a couple of pounds if that, but it's a fish, isn't it? Nice fish there for us. I was on the float further up, but yeah, again, it's a stretch number big fish, and it was only a 2 pound fish, and I didn't even film it well, so there was no video last week. If I could catch another fish here, we might have a video this week. You can see it there now, it's beautiful. It's coming through the other arch now, and you've got this eddy here, and this is where I would normally float fish now, out there, and I'd be expecting to catch fish. I would. So I've got a ledger out there now in the same area, and I've got one off down here in the edge because I know they swim up along the edge, but the fish are going up and down this stretch all the time. Oh, yeah, we're in. We got one. God, he's in jump, fight. Look at this one go. He's not massive, but blimey, he hooked himself again. What a fool. Oh, is he off? He's off. Damn it, did you see that? Jeez, that was just gone, wasn't it? It just went. Wow. I mean, it was a huge fish, so I'm not too worried. It was flipping thrilling. Wow. There you go. Now you know why we call them, say they're like bonefish. Unfortunately, these circle hooks, they are not, don't have barbs on them, so there is a chance that could happen. It just did. Wow. That jumped, it spun, it hammered around. I couldn't do much else, to be honest. I had a jerk drag set nicely, just they stop, they start, they, oh jeez. I told you that's where I usually catch them on the float, didn't I? Oh, what a bit of footage that'll be. Wow. All the big fish again, and yet there are big fish about.